What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with Me, and welcome to a video talking about idle animations in video games. Something that is technically very simple in the grand scheme of things, but is just nice. You know what I mean? Have you ever not moved Mario? Have you just let him sit there, don't touch the controller, and let him just do whatever he wants to do? And a lot of the times, in something like Super Mario Odyssey, he goes to sleep. He'll just go to sleep, and then what will happen? A bird will sit on his nose, and he'll just kind of just bounce on his nose as he is trying to sleep. And it is nice. It's a nice little detail that a lot of games quite have. And obviously, there's so many different idle animations. I'm not going to talk about the top 10 best idle animations or something. I just wanted to talk about idle animations and the little cool things, the little subtleties about it. I always personally appreciate when developers put in certain little details, right? And well, idle animations are something that is pretty big in terms of a small detail. Recently, I just been playing Crash 4, and he has a bunch of different idle animations. I will say I don't quite love him. It's kind of ridiculous. Like he would like snip his armpits. He goes he's so disgusted by himself. I'm like, man, Crash is just he's such an idiot, dude. I don't know. Honestly, like everything the guy does, he doesn't talk or anything. It's like he's the only character that doesn't talk, and he's just dumb. He's just a dumb dude. But somehow, he's saving the world. But all his idle animations are just kind of like, he's taking a selfie or something. That's fine. But then like there's other ones where he's like stepping in shit, and it's just like, I don't know. This guy's just kind of dumb. Another one that I can remember, I could think of, is Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, in which he goes and he pulls out his 3DS. If you remember that, that was funny. I like that when characters kind of just do the most random stuff. And what's even more random than Donkey Kong, he sits down, pulls out a whole entire 3DS and just starts playing. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Diddy Kong, if he's there, he'll actually be on his back and he'll be like, oh, oh. Be like, oh my god, you're playing, you're playing something on your 3DS, dope. I always find that funny. That's cool, man. I like those little details, and to see, a character playing something that we play on, it's just as funny. It's something, a little entertaining thing like that. In fact, it's kind of often that I'll be playing a game and I just kind of sit there for a second. I try to sometimes see if there are any idle animations. There are some times where it's really just the character looking at their bodies or they're stretching, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, you gotta think about it. An animator, someone who's animating these models, do indeed go in and they create these little animations, And I just find that very cool. I find that super damn cool. Like, yes, you got your main quest, your side quest, all the dialogue, trees, everything, right? But you also have the animations, and a lot of animations, I'm sure, take a ton of time to do, an insane amount of time, just as much as anything else in a game. And to go out there and just to put a little bit more into it, which it would be an idle animation, is cool. Because there are games that don't really have any idle animations. The characters will just stand there and do nothing, Maybe a little sway, but nothing crazy. But when you let your character kind of be themselves for a few seconds and let them look around at the world, or even if they check themselves, see if they're already, it's great. And I really, really like that a lot. And it just shows a little bit more, passion into the project. Something like first person games, since you're immersed into the character's helmet, they might move their hand around, do something, play with their hands. I don't know, maybe with something they're holding. It just adds a little bit more extra detail that other games may not have. Because like I said, not every single game has it. And so when it does, I always truly appreciate it. Even if it's not like it stands out, oh, I totally remember. Because even right now, it's hard to remember a bunch of idle animations that happen, because I'm sure there's so many that you've seen that you just kind of forget stuff. Obviously, there's also some other iconic ones like Sonic the Hedgehog and being impatient, looking at the screen like, come on, yo, let's go. It's funny because, it adds to his character. Sonic's always about going fast, let's go. But then all of a sudden you put down the controller and you tell him to not move fast, not move at all. He's going to be impatient. He's going to be like, bro, let's go. What are we doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? And while a lot of idle animations are reserved for, it seems like, more of the cartoony characters, that's not to say it only is them, because yeah, there are plenty of more realistic character models that do, like I said, stretch. They'll do other things that are just more human-like, and so it's nothing like too crazy memorable, but you do have to remember someone did go out of their way to animate that. And like I said, I think that's very cool, and I think it's very respectable. But yeah, this isn't going to be any super long video at all. I just wanted to really just have a little quick discussion about idle animations. I think they're interesting, and I think there's plenty of them that I haven't personally seen at all, because there's so many games I haven't played yet. But I'm sure there's plenty you know of that I don't know of that I would love to hear about. What's your favorite idle animation? Let me know. Like I said, I know there's tons of them. I've seen some on YouTube. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I don't want to quite bring up because I haven't personally played them, so I'm kind of like, I don't really hesitate to be like, oh yeah, I love this one, when I've never really seen it in game, you know. And I think a lot of the more classic games, more older games, actually have done a lot more in terms of idle animations. It seems like nowadays it's kind of happens sometimes, but it's not nearly as often as you would think. Which is unfortunate, I will say, but whoever still does stuff with their idle animations, and even if it is just kind of looking and stretching, while it's cool, anyone who goes a little bit further than that, I gotta show appreciation to them. Thank you to those animators and developers who thought, yeah, you know what, guy put the controller down, let's see what else they could let's see what they could do. I also do know there was one game, I want to say Borderlands 3, but I don't know if it quite is. There's a game that will like yell at you when you don't when you don't move. Like, I remember not moving, and they're like, you know, we'd be making it if we would just be moving. Like, it was just like something like that, and I don't remember what game that was. I want to say Borderlands 3, but I don't know if it was. But I love that. That was very funny too. Again, if you remember what game that was, let me know. But I want to say Borderlands 3. I'm not too sure, but that was very funny when the game essentially yells at you, hey man, if we were actually doing something, we'd actually make some progress. But that's always funny. But yeah, guys, let me know your favorite idle animations, what you think about them. What do you think makes idle animations so special? Or maybe you don't think they're special at all and they're a waste of time. And to that, I'd say, damn, man, that's fucked up. But all right, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
The game, think it isn't even possible. Is the roster full? Do I got the pull? Do I got the image everyone wanna see spitting? Do I got the winning lottery ticket? Clock is a ticket, may not be pippin'. Also trying not to be breaking like Clyde. I also try breaking my limit, not timid, but I know my time is finite. I'm just striving to get under that limelight. Is it a fantasy that has some fancy seats?